Hey guys, this is Josh Farley back with another video. In this video, I'm actually going to be making a video about developer settings in Android, and I'm going to be letting you guys know about what developer settings I actually recommend turning on, the ones that I actually use on all of my phones. So let's actually get into this video. Now, the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to enable developer settings, so I can actually show you guys how to do that. I'm not actually going to go, and do it because I already have it activated. So actually what you want to do is you want to, it says here to unlock developer options, launch settings, and scroll all the way down to the About Phone section near the bottom. Tap this, then near the bottom of the results page, you should see the build number entry. Tap it several times until you see a message that says you are now a developer. So as you can see here, it shows you the build number right here. You just want to keep tapping on that until it says you're a developer. I'm not actually going to do that because it's already activated, and I already have it activated on all my other phones, my Google Pixel 6, my Google Pixel 7, which I'm using to record this video, and my Google Pixel 7a. So I keep it activated on every phone that I have, because there are some very useful options in there, and I'm going to be going over the ones that I use. But there are other options in there, if you want to mess around with those. But these are just the ones that I use that I recommend, turning on. So let's actually go into the settings here, and I'll scroll down to System. And then you scroll down to developer options here. That might come up for you to add a shortcut for developer options. If you have Nova Launcher installed, I'm just going to exit out of that though. So as you can see, it says developer options are activated up here. So the first thing that I keep on is obviously OEM unlocking, to allow the bootloader to be unlocked, because that's the only way that you can root. So you're definitely going to be needing to enable developer options if you're going to be rooting your device. So that's the first thing. Automatic system updates, I actually keep that off. So I recommend keeping that off. Quick settings developer tiles, I actually keep this on. If you come in here, I actually turn this one on down here, show taps. So as you can see, I can use that. It actually has a tile up here, actually on the next page, as you can see right there. So I really like using that for when I'm making videos and stuff. But you guys can mess around with other ones in there too, if you want to turn on or turn off other ones in there. You can mess around with that kind of stuff. Excuse me. You got USB debugging. You got that kind of stuff. You can turn that on and off. When you have to connect it to a computer or something, you can mess around with that. Let me actually go down here. Now there's some others that I keep on. Wi-Fi scan throttling, I recommend keeping that on. Mobile data always active, I keep that off. I don't really like that staying on. That's actually something that I don't really keep on. That's actually on when you first enable developer options, so I keep that off. Tethering hardware acceleration, I keep that on. Default USB configuration, this is a big one. If you root, or if you use your phone, you connect your phone to do file transfers and stuff like that. I like to go in here and I actually go to the default USB configuration, and I actually put that on file transfer Android Auto. I believe that the original one is USB tethering. So I recommend coming in here and using this. So every time you connect your phone to a computer, if you go to root your phone, or if you go to file transfer, now if you keep this on, if you keep it on file transfer Android Auto, it'll automatically default to that every time you plug your phone into your computer. So that's a really good feature. I definitely recommend keeping that on. Scrolling down here, let's see. There's a few others. Show taps. I have that on because I have that on in the developer icons up there, like I was showing you guys. The quick settings icons. Window animation is another big one. Window animation, I like to change these. Their default, I believe, is like 1x. I like to put them on 5x. animation scale for every one because it makes the animations faster. So I change all 3 of these: window animation scale to 5x, transition animation scale to 5x, animator duration scale to 5x. So I recommend changing them, and you can mess around with them. You can make them slower, you can turn the automation off or animation off, you can make them faster, make them slower, but I recommend 5x for all of them, because it makes your phone feel a lot faster and less sluggish and everything. So that's definitely options that I recommend turning on, but you can mess around with them and do what you feel comfortable using with the window animations and stuff. Allow window level blurs, I keep that on. Let me scroll down here and see if there's a few more. Force allow apps to external. I keep this on. Makes any app eligible to be written to external storage regardless of manifest value. So I just keep that on. It's not like I have a USB, yeah, I'm trying to think of the word, a micro USB. It's not like I have a micro USB in my phone, but I keep that on anyway because it's just something that's worth keeping on. Force activities to be resizable. This actually, I do keep this on normally, so that's actually another thing that I recommend keeping on in here. So basically, when you when you're using 2 windows at once, like if you're using 2 apps at once, side by side and split screen, it'll actually force other apps that aren't resizable to be resizable. So that's definitely a thing worth having on. I really like having that option on because it allows you to minimize apps side by side that don't actually support it. So that's definitely something that I recommend keeping on. So that's basically it, guys. I mean, that's basically it for the developer options. I mean, that's basically the only stuff in here that I recommend keeping on. Oh, there is one more actually. If you want better battery life, I recommend turning this on. I actually almost forgot to turn this on because it's not actually turned on. Turn this on if you want better battery life on your phone. Suspend execution for cached apps. What this actually does is it has something to do with the cached apps. It has something to do with the battery life or something. It does something to improve the battery life. I don't really know exactly what it does, but I actually read about it online, and it does something to do with helping improve battery life. So it doesn't it doesn't do anything to your phone. It doesn't mess up your apps or anything or make your apps run slower or anything like that. It does improve battery life though. I've tested it myself, and I've gotten like a good 5% of battery life from actually turning this on. So it's actually on device default right now. So if I go into it, it's going to ask me for my phone to be rebooted. So I'm not going to actually reboot it now. Your device must be rebooted for this change to apply. Reboot now or cancel. So I'm just going to cancel that for now, and I'm actually going to activate it after I'm done the video. So I definitely recommend turning that on if you want to try to squeeze out a little bit better battery life on your Google Pixel or Samsung phone, whatever phone actually has this developer option in there. So I'm glad that I remembered about this because I'm actually going to turn this on my Google Pixel 7a, even though that's on Android 14 beta, but I'm also going to turn it on there so I get better battery life. So like I said, it has something to do with better battery life. That's all I know. So it doesn't mess up your phone or anything. So yeah, guys, those are basically the developer options that I recommend turning on. Like I said, there's a bunch of them in here. I don't really mess with the ones that I don't know. I don't, mess with ones that I don't know because I don't want my phone, being messed up or anything. So I just wanted to, let you guys know what, I recommend turning on. All these are safe, the ones that I turn on. So there are ones in here, that I probably wouldn't mess with, that I'm never going to mess with, because I don't really know, what they do. They're developer stuff, so, you got to actually be careful, when you use this stuff, because it could, potentially mess up your phone, if you don't know actually what you're doing. But for these, these are like basic things, that they just haven't put into Android yet. They're just basic stuff, that a lot of people actually use, and I recommend using. So anyway, yeah, guys, like I said, just wanted to get this video out there. And if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, guys.